Welcome to Space Drift. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon for more breaking updates. The global automotive industry once ran like a finely tuned engine, its many parts working in perfect harmony to keep the wheels of commerce spinning. Vehicles and parts flowed seamlessly across borders, connecting factories, suppliers, and consumers in a vast, intricate web that spanned continents. For decades, this system allowed car makers to build efficiently, reduce costs, and offer consumers worldwide a wide variety of models, from compact city cars to luxury SUVs. A Mercedes-Benz sold in Ohio might be assembled in Germany, using precision parts sourced from Mexico, Asia, and beyond, each component a testament to global cooperation. But this intricate network is fragile, especially when governments introduce tariffs or other trade barriers that disrupt the flow of goods. Tariffs, essentially taxes on imports, can shatter the economic calculations underpinning the entire industry, forcing companies to rethink their strategies overnight. For automakers with thin profit margins and global supply chains, these are seismic shocks that ripple through every link in the chain, from factory floor to showroom. The US, as a top car market and a hub for both production and consumption, is central to this ecosystem, influencing decisions made around the world. Any major policy change there sends shockwaves through boardrooms in Europe and Asia, leaving executives scrambling to adapt to new realities. In early 2025, a political decision in Washington, steep new tariffs on imported vehicles, threatened to rewrite the rules of the game overnight, catching many by surprise. The engine of global trade began to sputter, and the future of the industry was suddenly in question, as uncertainty and disruption replaced the smooth flow that once defined the market. In April 2025, President Trump stunned the world by announcing a sweeping 25% tariff on all imported cars, a move that few had anticipated and even fewer were prepared for. The announcement sent shockwaves through the global economy, rattling investors and igniting panic in financial markets from New York to Tokyo. German automakers, who are heavily reliant on US sales for their profits, faced immediate and severe financial turmoil as their business models were thrown into disarray. Mercedes-Benz and Porsche slashed their forecasts, warning shareholders of turbulent times ahead and bracing for a sharp decline in US demand. Meanwhile, Volkswagen sounded the alarm, warning of major trouble ahead. American companies weren't spared from the fallout either. Ford estimated the trade war could cost it a staggering $1.5 billion, threatening jobs and future investments. Stellantis, facing mounting uncertainty, withdrew its financial outlook entirely as revenue slid, and the future became impossible to predict. The tariffs, intended to protect US industry, instead created chaos for everyone involved, disrupting supply chains and upending years of planning. The crisis exposed just how interconnected and interdependent the global auto world had become, with every country feeling the impact. The real problem, though, was unpredictability. No one knew what would happen next, or how long the turmoil would last. Business needs certainty to plan and invest, but sudden tariffs poisoned the well, making it nearly impossible to chart a path forward. Executives could no longer predict costs or sales, and the usual strategies for growth were suddenly off the table. Decisions on new models and factories stalled, with projects put on indefinite hold as companies waited for clarity that never came. The industry shifted overnight from planning for growth to bracing for impact, as uncertainty became the new normal. The shock was profound, and its effects rippled across the globe, touching every corner of the automotive world. What was intended as protection for American jobs became a source of paralysis, freezing decision-making and investment. The auto industry was forced into survival mode, with no clear end in sight, and the world watched, waiting for the next move. The tariffs triggered a sharp rise in costs for automakers, but the deeper damage was uncertainty. Plans for new US investments were shelved. Why build a factory in a country where trade rules can change overnight? Foreign-owned plants in the US South, vital sources of good jobs, faced an uncertain future. If companies scaled back, entire communities could suffer. Automakers faced a tough choice: absorb the 25% tariff or pass it to consumers. Most split the difference, but car prices still climbed. Higher prices meant fewer sales, squeezing profits for manufacturers and dealerships alike. The intended boost for US jobs backfired, chilling investment and threatening employment. Instead of strengthening the industry, tariffs acted like a wrecking ball, spreading anxiety and risk. The cycle of uncertainty threatened to reshape the entire economic landscape. German automakers facing an existential threat in their top export market had to act fast. Their first move: stockpiling. Shiploads of Porsches, Audis, and BMWs rushed to the US before tariffs hit. But the real shift was strategic, accelerating the build-where-you-sell model. Companies like Audi began planning their first US factories, while existing plants in South Carolina and Tennessee ramped up. Local production could bypass tariffs but required huge investment and a rebalancing of global operations. Producing more in America meant fewer jobs in Germany, forcing tough choices at home. The crisis also drove new efficiencies and unexpected partnerships. Audi and Porsche even discussed a joint US plant. Old rivalries faded as survival demanded collaboration. The tariff war forced painful evolution, making German automakers more flexible and localized. Their future in America depended on how quickly they could adapt. While the West was mired in trade disputes, China's automakers were quietly staging a revolution. Companies like BYD and Chery weren't just catching up, they were outpacing rivals in speed, cost, and innovation. Chinese firms could launch a new model in 18 months thanks to parallel development teams and advanced digital tools. BYD's vertical integration, making everything from batteries to dashboards, gave it a huge cost advantage and resilience. In 2024, BYD's global sales soared 40%. Foreign brands lost ground in China, while domestic brands doubled sales, especially in electric vehicles. With home dominance secured, Chinese automakers expanded abroad. Chery became China's top exporter, shipping over 1 million cars to 100-plus countries. Western CEOs openly acknowledged the existential threat. The real battle was no longer just about tariffs, but about a fundamental shift in global automotive power. As the West fought over trade, China rewrote the rules of the industry. The collision of US tariffs and China's rise has turned the auto industry into a three-way race. American automakers face higher costs and a growing innovation gap with China. German companies are forced to localize in the US while losing ground in China. In a twist, Volkswagen and others now partner with Chinese firms, not to sell tech, but to learn from them. Chinese companies, meanwhile, expand rapidly in Europe, Asia, and beyond, with only the US market closed to them. The era of a single integrated global auto market is over. Instead, regional power blocks are emerging, each with its own champions and rules. American and European brands must defend their home turf and adapt to new realities. The strategies of the past century are no longer enough. The race is on to determine who will lead the automotive world in the decades ahead. The future of the global auto industry is more uncertain than ever, with far-reaching consequences for workers, consumers, and entire economies around the world. As the industry faces unprecedented challenges, the stakes have never been higher. For American workers, this instability threatens not just individual jobs, but the livelihoods of families and the stability of whole communities. Factory closures and cutbacks could ripple outward, affecting local businesses, schools, and public services that depend on a thriving auto sector. The promise of job protection, once seen as a safeguard, may actually backfire, leading to more losses than gains, and leaving workers with fewer opportunities than before. Consumers too are feeling the impact. They now face higher prices and fewer choices as markets fragment, tariffs inflate costs, and once familiar brands become harder to find. The dream of affordable, innovative cars is slipping further out of reach for many. The days of global competition and rapid innovation may be coming to an end, replaced by regional silos and isolated markets. The spirit of collaboration that once drove progress is fading. If trade wars and protectionist policies persist, the industry could fracture into separate blocks: North America, Europe, and a rising China, each with its own rules, standards, and priorities. Innovation would slow, costs would rise, and Western automakers risk falling behind their global competitors. The gap between regions could widen, making it harder to catch up. The auto industry is more than just a business. It's a pillar of the modern economy, a source of pride and a symbol of global connection and shared progress. The decisions made today by governments, companies, and consumers will shape who builds, sells, and drives the cars of tomorrow and determine the future of millions of workers worldwide. The road ahead is unpaved and uncertain, but only vision, cooperation, and a willingness to adapt, not conflict, can ensure a better, more sustainable future for all.